Welcome to Poetry Palace TV. I am Tom Beal, and this is my Diary of a Poet series, episode 18. The intent of the show is to read volume 18, Internal Revolutions, poems I've been writing to my late wife since February of 2020. Unfortunately, I have not yet been able to read them in a composed manner. It was suggested that I simply start from the beginning so that I may get used to the idea slowly and add a bit more time to my process before actually trying to read those poems to you. If you'd like to read along at another pace, the series is available for free at poetrypalacegiftshop.com. The producer of the show, as well as other fans, believe that the verse in her volume is quite helpful for those who have lost a spouse. And if you know someone who you feel might be helped, please suggest they check it out. In this episode, I believe we're going to finish up volume 4. We'll see how that goes. So, May 1988, number 294. Open up your wings and learn to fly. There are so many things you can try. 5 May 88, number 295. Take care of things you can and give the others some time. Look back at your fading past. Life always seems to keep in rhyme. Struggle is time for learning, so your learning must not be done. How could you appreciate ease if your life had given you none? Find that small things have joy and that patience always wins. Just as no one comes to repentance until they have admitted their sins. Hard times are not a punishment, but a strengthening of your soul to help you define what victory means, enhancing the span of your whole. 6 May 88. Today, I will believe in me, that I have my own choice. It will not matter what others say. I will hear my own voice. Today, I will make the moment count, for all I have is here and now. Today, I will forget past mistakes. I will find a way somehow. I was born a precious child, and I am a precious man. I was ruled by others then, but now I decide my span. Today I will be who I am, not led by what others think. I have reached the surface once again, and this time I will not sink. 7 May 88, number 297. Sometimes progress is slow. Patience gets tested again. Now seems like the past suddenly it's way back then. But now you have faith that things will be okay. Now you have learned that struggle is part of the growing way. 8 May 88, number 298. You can do anything when your mind is made, and build upon yourself once your base is laid. Keeping your direction is practice every day, in love and self-affection, both in do and say. 9 May 88, number 299. Sometimes you have to talk to know exactly how you feel. Sometimes, until it is said aloud, the thought is not quite real. Sometimes it is time itself that ebbs away at thought, that erodes the base of thinking, until suddenly it is not. We humans now are mortal, thus the feelings held inside. But words on page are different. They neither tire nor hide. Write down all that you can, then review the black and white. And change you will see in self will be as that of day and night. 10 May 88, number 300. It is okay to plan for better and not expect the worst. You were only brainwashed. You were never cursed. It is okay to hate the actions that someone else has done,
but to hate the very person, and abuse has re-begun. It is okay to grieve a lost one, be it person, thought, or deed. But depression is suicidal and thrives on stealing need. It is okay to let your guard down. Let other people in. For true friends help you celebrate every time you win. 11 May, 88. Number 301. Today I will be happy with everything I do. I will not wish things were different when the day is through. Today I will be at ease with the man I have become. I will not look at how far I have to go, but at how far I have come. Today I will rejoice aloud and let others see my joy. I will let myself play to release my little boy. Today I will replace the echoes with these words of mine and forget their accusations, for I know that I am fine. 12 May, 88. Number 302. Sorrow is part of life's complex, where strength is measured and will. In joy, our good thoughts come easy. The power is in having them still. The times that need is delayed are times our person can grow, where strength and patience are tested, and all of the gain that we know. Depression is life's worst addiction. Advancement must then be the best. If the worst can be beaten, dysfunction can all be put to rest. Misery comes in its quota. It is part of the mortal way. Misery grieved and released brings ecstasy on a coming day. 13 May, 88. Number 303. When things do not go as planned, there is a reason we may not see. And what we are left with is what was supposed to be. When important events are hampered, yet promises must be kept, we are forced to act unaided or be by misfortune swept. Sometimes it becomes a victory that increases the action's worth. Inside is built a confidence that would not have seen its birth. We are again by struggle strengthened so that our eyes are seen anew. Then future's failures' facets are dwindled down to few. We find more of life's wonders and a little more of self. We find that it is more seldom that our needs set on wait's shelf. 14 May, 88. Number 304. Tomorrow runs in circles of ifs and do's and whys, while yesterday sits silent and oftentimes it cries. Today starts out the prior, though ends the latter note. The two are sky and ocean, with here and now the boat. Even the best of swimmers will drown in yesterday. And who do you know that flies? So there is no other way. Now is just a moment. All else is just a dream. Eternity is a halted second, and not what it might seem. Live the now of Edgar Allan, for he was surely right. Heaven is that second, and thought is close to light. 15 May, 88. The heat of the summer sun begins to end spring's chill, just as the spirit born anew begins to strengthen its will. The labor of this morning mass has turned to a labor of love, and I look at the hours of past that I now have risen above. I have learned the first stage of peace on the stairs to eternity's tower, and I've learned the comfort of ease as well as the hope of its power. I have reached a stage of success. My writing has helped at least one. I have reached a stage of reality my here and now has begun. Then there were the other 8 volumes that I threw away, but 11 of those poems made it into Voracious Verse, which was a paperback that I got to do in about 2001. Had no advertisement money. It sold nothing. I got 100 copies. And I got to eat dinner with the captain on a ship by thanking him for all the work he'd done and giving it to the front desk. And the wife was happy with that, so I made a good memory. So anyway, Diary of a Poet, Voracious Verse, excerpts. Dear reader, for 15 years I gave my all to being a poet. After the first 8, I sorted through the thousands of poems I had collected to copyright and self-publish my first release, Just Scribbled Words, 1986. The response from that edition filled me with an arrogance my youthful ignorance could not see. I rode that wave until I had a series of 12 books. During that time, I released A Month with Marie, July of 88, Growing Still, August of 88, Getting Real, July of 94. The 8 remaining volumes have never been released, but their volume numbers were retired. A Collage, Getting Real Part 2, Hey Jude, Getting Real Part 3, A Collage Part 2, Getting Real Part 4, Mind Tunes, and File 13 were the names of those. Age finally lifted the blinding of my own ignorance and misinterpretation of encouraging praise. After a severe editing, I have arrived at the culmination of my years of toil, Voracious Verse. Also had my best choices from volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you've already heard. My hope is that my search for a handful of truths about our lives on this planet has been, to a benefiting amount, successful. I have tried to provide you with an intellectual carnival full of spiritual and emotional rides that change as you do, making it new for each visit. As for the life I lived to achieve this, the best explanation I ever wrote was for the 5th 100-copy release of Just Scribbled Words. My mind is like a city of one-way streets, all leading to its center. Poems and parts of poems and parts of possible poems stampede frantically in Twilight Zone redundancy down each street. And I live in the dust above the collision, unable or willing to control the bits of shrapnel as they tear through me. Writing all I can hold on to long enough to slate. I am not sure if I messed up the blueprints or the construction, or if the city was already there waiting for me. My best days are when I scribble frantically or share those scribblings. I guess that makes this one of my best days. Thanks. Number 311. While we wait, people pass. Soul windows peer. While we wait, seconds slide. We harbor fear. While we wait, tempers turn. Feet are tapping. While we wait, memory mourns, its gashes wrapping. While we wait, flinches fray, and hearts unfold. While we wait, good goes gray, and we grow old. Number 337. Every step must be taken. It is so far from fate. Every plan is more than wondrous, though in time it will not wait. Every breath should be savored. One will come that will be last. Every moment that is made is in motion, quick is past. And I believe that comes to the end of this reading. And I would like to thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Poetry Palace. I hope there was something that caught your ear. Please feel free to check out the website, and I hope to see you next week. Au revoir.